Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We are back with another episode of Tuesday Morning Critz. This is episode 5. We got John from InkPark in the house, and today we are going to be reviewing all the submissions from the Clink room. So, Pierre.
Yeah, so you know what's pretty cool. This being episode 5, we finally seen some of the designs that we talked about in episode 1 come full circle. Which is pretty cool. So the stuff that we saw in episode 1 that we talked about have now officially been through the entire cycle, and the pre-order is now closed. I think of like I think it was Holy Grails, right? Was one of them, and a couple others that just came to their final stop on the journey, the Clink room journey. So that's pretty cool. But I'm excited to have John from InkPark on again. We had a departure from John last week when we brought Andre in for a fresh perspective, and we might do the same next week with another fresh perspective. But it's always fantastic to have John here on the show. So welcome, John.
Thanks for having me.
And I love that background. That's cool as hell. All right,
out his back window.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's his real back window for sure.
Yep.
All right, so guys, without further ado, why don't we just jump right on in here? All right, so we're gonna start first with Clinker Phil H. So, guys, we're not gonna go as deep on some of the clinkers that we've seen over the past couple of episodes because I think it is probably a little bit of overkill. I'll just briefly say Oys of Summer is in the midst of the buying period of its Clink journey, which is pretty cool. Phil's done some really cool stuff, and I think Oys of Summer was just another example of the cool shit he's doing. So let's take a look at what he submitted for Monday Morning Critz. All right, so we're gonna get this one over with right quick, right? Because this is one that we all know is not going to be showing up for pre-order, but. We were all talking about this beforehand. Do any of you guys have a favorite Bernie Sanders appearance in a meme? Is there anything that really sticks out to you guys?
The MMA ones are really funny.
The MMA, yeah.
The armbar, yeah.
The armbar, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and our views from the Vault weekend recap. He made an appearance. With the NoHo Secret Society. That was another favorite one of mine.
Yeah, Leon slid it in there, right? So, Phil, not only do we love Oys of Summer, we love your sense of humor. Casey in the Clink room, we love the fact that you put this up for Monday Morning Critz. It got a good smile out of me, and I'm sure a lot of other folks out there. All right, cool.
So it's going to be tough on this one.
Yeah, I have a feeling this would be more of a screen print type thing. But let's take a look at what's next, Leon. All right, so Clinker Kyle, page perception on Instagram. Griffin's was just a recent one, right? He has some really cool work that we've talked about over the past couple of episodes. But let's take a look at what he submitted for Monday Morning Critz. Wrath Kings.
I believe he has 2, so this is the first of 2.
Okay, this is the first of 2.
Sure.
So let's start with Wrath Kings. So John, InkPark John, what do you got?
Pretty clean, man. I think this is going to embroider really well. Probably one of the best this week as far as, not having to do too much to it. Colors are great. Really cool.
Nice. Leon, what are your thoughts here?
I like the evil stuff. The outline might need to either be beefed up or beefed down a little bit. Right now it's kind of in between. And then it's a cool looking image. I just would make his hood kind of tucked back a little bit behind the curly horn things. Other than that, cool logo.
Jason, you got a thought here?
Yeah, I think this is a great example of how you do a dark logo on a dark hat. Adding that nice red outline / background really helps it stand out on the hat. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that's not as high on this one. I guess I'll stand alone here. I don't know, man. Today I was so busy all day. I didn't really get a good look at all these today. So this is really my first time kind of taking it in fully.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the evil stuff, but as far as will this like embroider well? Does it pop? You know, looking for the things. Yeah. Would I buy this hat? No. But if I'm just looking at the criteria of will it embroider and you know, there's a market for that, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about this one. I'm not loving it. But let's take a look at his second submission, guys. Paisley Ballers. So Leon, let's start with you. What do you think?
This one's tough. There's not a lot of contrast to make it kind of pump. It's I know we just got done with MSAT day, so everyone might be in purple mode, but it's just lacking something to really make it pop off. Either some white highlights or some contrast. It's cool. It's like it's got some filigree, it's got the basketball, but it's just really like lacking that punch. Something about it.
All right, John, you got some purple in that background over there. What are you feeling here?
It's too blendy and it kind of looks like a stamp, you know, with the outline around it.
Yeah, it kind of does actually.
So I like the concept of it. It's kind of like a play on the Pacers, but to me, when you're gonna do those kind of things, kind of what Leon said, you have to make it pop. So and especially when you use filigree, because I've done some stuff with filigree and some patterns and stuff like that, you have to let the filigree or the ornate fill in everything, whereas he put it all in a box. So it blends too much. Great concept, just needs to be more fleshed out and looked at.
Jason, are you a fan of this one?
Not especially. I'm looking at it and the logo is just kind of getting lost in the hat. I mean, black and purple should work really well together. I just don't know if the lines aren't thick enough or what, but it kind of just like looks clouded to me. Like,
I think that's purple on purple.
Oh, okay. Maybe if it was black, it might stand out more, and I think I might like it more.
You know what he could do is go a lighter purple on the inside and a lighter purple on the border. That would probably make it pop.
Yeah.
But when you blend it in too much like that, it's just too blendy.
Yeah.
Like the ball, something's got to be done with the ball to make it either pop up further.
Well, I bet if it was embroidered, when it's embroidered, I bet those things would explode off the front of the cap, because we've seen like this is almost like a purple blackout.
True.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm not sure I enjoy this one. I love a lot of his past work. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the two that he submitted for Monday Morning Critz. But let's move to the next clinker, guys. All right, Jay Matt. So Jay, first of all, I want to congratulate you on the assist with Sammy. I got mine in hand, and boy is it tremendous. So
good job, Jay.
Yeah,
good job.
really, really nice job. So you've had two of my favorites with Red Wing Blackbirds and Sammy. Those are two of amongst my favorites with the Clink Room so far. So really nice job. We talked about Jay quite a bit of late. So let's move into his Monday morning submission. Swarm. I'm gonna start. Is it okay if I start, guys?
Yeah.
I kind of like this one. I'm not sure, this might have a little Catalina flying fish feel to it when it comes to how the rings would embroider. So I don't have that same fear and trepidation with how this one will work out, considering I've seen how they make those translucent wings kind of come to life. But I kind of like this one. I'm not sure about it all yellow with the green. I don't know. I think actually, I kind of like it. Leon, what do you think?
I like it. It really stands out, really pops. I'm curious to see what color they use, if it's like a gold or like a wheat. And maybe just make his head a little bit bigger just to give it that pop in the front. Maybe make the silhouettes a little bit smaller, just so that you kind of have that foreground just kind of pop off, so it's the big one. But yeah, it's cool. I guess it's a locust, right? That's would be the swarm, right? One of the
is that a locust? I don't.
Are you the resident animal expert, Leon? You should be telling us.
I don't.
I think it's the locust. It's like what Moses sent, right, to the Egyptian king or something. But yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Jason, what do you think?
So this one kind of combines elements of the Catalina Flying Fish, like you said, and then the Telegraph Hill Parrots from Thrill SF from a couple years ago, where they had the main feature in the front, and then the flock is kind of like background elements.
Yeah.
I like both of those hats. So combining these two elements together, I think it's going to work out really, really well, especially if they can add some depth to that front locus with embroidery. The color, I'm not sold on the green bottom on this one for some reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, overall, I do like this one.
Leon did a Foo Dog hat with that color with the green under that I think looks really good. You know what, Jason? I don't know if you've seen a yellow with a green under in hand. I didn't think it would look good until I saw one in hand. I think the first one I saw was a Hat Club one, and then and before the taxi cabs came along, and then Leon's Foo Dog. It actually looks really good in hand, where it doesn't really look as good on a mock-up for some reason.
Yeah. That's what I'd be curious if they use gold, or if they use gold, I think it'll be good, fine, like athletic gold. But if they go wheat, it might not be. So
what were you gonna say, Jason?
No, I like yellow hats with the green under. I just don't. I think it's maybe either the mock-up doesn't look right, or if it's just the green from the swarm and the green under together is just too much green. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that right on this hat.
All right, John, if you were going to change one thing about this hat, what would you change?
Oh man. When I was looking at this, I wanted it to be more like the Green Hornets or the Mickey's Bee kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, I'd lose the other three little silhouettes and maybe centralize and focus on the locus itself. That, I mean, to me, that's what I would have, when I'm looking at it, and maybe that's not what Jay was trying for, but when I'm looking at it, that's kind of what I want from it.
Yeah. If there was ever a hat, a custom hat that would look cool with an all around, this might be it.
Yeah.
Where you did a swarm all the way around the hat, that would be badass, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's missing, like it's offset.
Yeah, if you centered that, I know Clink Room won't do this, but imagine if you centered that, right? And then you had maybe not all the way around, but the next three panels had those.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Now that would be dope.
That'd be crazy, right?
Yeah.
It would literally be a swarm.
Yeah, it would look really good. All right, cool. Hey, this looks good to me, regardless of that, right? So let's move on to the next clinker, guys. Clinker Brad. So Clinker Brad's been on the show before. We've talked about our friend Down Under quite often because he's been dropping some stuff lately, right? I think that pineapple is the pineapple of perseverance, as we've talked, as I've called it in the past, because that one went through many iterations before it finally kind of met its final design. But let's take a look at what Brad submitted to Monday Morning Critz.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeti. I'll tell you my initial take is I'm not sure about the colors, but let's start with John this time. John, what are your thoughts here?
Love it, man. He had a full body and he had
I saw that
half body, and I'm glad he went with the half body because full body's cool, but you lose some of the detail and embroidery. This guy's just so cool, man. I really like him. I think he did a really good job. Even the little detail on the flag, that's gonna be really cool embroidered. So Brad, I like Brad a lot, and I like a lot of the stuff he does.
Okay, cool. Leon, you love feet, and that's one of the things that were dropped off of this original logo. So how do you feel about this one?
I like it. He has a really cool way to make everything look like it's for like a minor league baseball team or something really fun and something really cool. Initial thoughts, yeah, I'm with you. The colorways are the colorway is kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm in love with like one tone hats, so if this was just like a blue all the way around with that neon green under, I think it would be good. But I don't know. Maybe we're spamming the mono hats too much. So initially, I like it. It's a cool looking hat.
Jason, how about you, man? What are your thoughts here?
Yeah. Unfortunately for Leon, I'm actually glad he dropped the feet on this one. I like how it's less, more horizontal and less vertical. So yeah, I like this. I like how he's in kind of a batter stance. Again, not sold on the colors.
Yeah.
But overall, I like the logo a lot.
I love the logo too. I don't like the colors. I really do love the logo though. I love it. I just don't like the colors.
Would it help if
I
it
think
was all blue and then
Yeah.
you have green under?
I think that would be really cool.
It would help. I
Yeah.
don't know if it'd take it all the way there though.
Yeah.
I don't know where the green's coming from.
I think he's just, I don't know why he put the green in there.
I think
Well,
he just wanted to go green, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not that. I think like the colors take away from the logo.
Would you have kept it mostly blue?
Yeah, I think if he did a blue hat and maybe just made the green elements like red or
Yeah.
maybe a
Or
darker green
fuchsia?
or something like that. Just I don't
Or
know.
even like
Baby
like
blue.
like a Merlot color.
Yeah, yeah.
He could have kept the blue cap all blue, like you said, Leon, and then done the blue under like the face.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be
Icy
cool
blue
too.
under.
Yeah.
And then a blue swatchy and the blue eyelids. That
Yeah.
would make it pop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we're all in agreement here, though. We love that logo, so this thing is a
Mhm.
winner. It's just a matter of what is it going to look like from a color perspective. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next clinker, fellas.
Oh, see.
All right, Siak. So, we've seen a lot of stuff from Siak, and Siak is another person that's been on our show. So if you want to go check that out, go check the interview that we did with him, probably 5 months ago. Some really good stuff coming out from him. But let's take a look at what he had for Monday Morning Critz. All right, Daruma Samurai. Jason, why don't we start with you this time? What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking, so this is actually a combination of different cultures, right? Because Daruma is a Chinese thing. Am I correct, Leon?
Japanese.
It
Yeah,
is
so
Japanese?
Two
Okay.
Japanese things.
Okay, two
that
Japanese
don't
things.
really go together though, but
Right. I like this one. I like the color choices. It's got kind of a, I don't know, anime type feel to it. Yeah, this one's really nice. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. First of all, I don't want to pretend to know whether or not it's okay to combine those things or not okay.
Right.
I don't know. I just want to
Right.
say that I think it looks freaking cool.
Mhm.
Now, again, I'm not in tune with the cultural significance of either, and whether or not there's something that would be inappropriate about this. I don't know, but I will say that I do like the way it looks. I like the colors. I like the logo. This one, I'm a real big fan of. And what I like here is there is a lot of detail, but it's not as crazy as it usually gets with the detail. I like it. I like it. Leon, what do you think?
it's tough, right? I want to like it, but like, yeah, like you guys touched on. I mean, would you guys think it'd be appropriate if we put like a jarhead helmet on Jesus? And that's the thing, right? Like it's someone's deity, so that's where it gets a little weird. A peaceful person being put with a battle helmet. That's kind of where
All
I'm
right,
at.
Yeah, no. Listen, you cleared it up for me, so I didn't know that. So like, listen, I didn't even know that I didn't know that Daruma was a deity. So if that is the case, then yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm out too.
It's aesthetically, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it's one of those things. Like, hey, it's not even like my God, right? So it's one of those.
No,
things.
but you're right, dude. If you
Right.
say, yeah, the way you explained it, like, makes a lot of
Mhm.
sense to me. But taking that aside, I do like the logo. I just think there's got to be, because this looks kind of like, who's that Marvel character? You know who I'm talking about? That right?
Like
Is it
Wario?
MODOK?
MODOK, yeah.
It's got a MODOK feel to the face, right? A little bit.
A little bit, like the bad guy in Sonic the Hedgehog, a little bit, or
Yeah.
even like a Wario.
Dr. Eggbot or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to railroad anything because of that. But listen, I do think it's a little bit sensitive, so I don't necessarily want to put my endorsement on it. John, what are your thoughts?
So I like Siak, but man, and this is something I had to learn to do too. I think I posted up something recently, the shark. I have like a hammerhead shark. When you're designing for a hat, you have to get rid of all the detail because a lot of that stuff's gonna be gone anyway. Like all the shadowing, the highlights, those little tiny details are gonna be gone. So you have to be able to show what you're going to be making with the hat in a sense. So outside the whole thing about a god and the samurai and the warrior and stuff like that, I mean, if he just did the samurai helmet and just did like a mask, it would have been really cool. I know he was trying to blend the two, but for me the art too needs to be refined a little bit as far as detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's kind of move on from this one, and we'll move on to the next clinker. So we got Clinker Matt. So Clinker Matt is I believe he might be a hockey fan. I'm not sure.
You think?
But he might be a hockey fan. So we've seen some stuff from him, right? We've seen some cool stuff of late. Some stuff that's made it, some stuff that hasn't, but either way, some really cool stuff. So let's take a look at what Matt submitted to Monday Morning Critz. There's no way this is another hockey theme, is it?
It's eating hockey sticks. So yeah,
Ice
I think so.
Devil Dogs. So John, since we ended with you last time, why don't we start with you? What do you think about this one?
I like the whole the food dog. I like that. I do not know why he has two ends of the stick. Like where's the end of the stick? So that's kind of throwing me off. Maybe it's the yin yang type of thing where you have the dark side and the light side, but still, I mean, it's still just a hockey stick. So that's the only thing I could probably change on that is like he's biting an actual hockey stick. You know what I mean? I know like probably maybe in his mind he wanted to make it like a mirror.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, then put a line through it and separate the two. I don't know. I mean, that's just my thought, but pretty cool. I mean, I really like how he did the food dog. It's really cool.
Leo, what are your thoughts here?
I want to like it. The subject matter is cool. You know me, I've released multiple food dog hats. I don't know, the name's kind of throwing me off. Like food dog's like a guardian, protect stuff. If you just would have maybe put a goalie theme or something, that would have been really cool. I don't know why he's got to throw devil in there, but putting that aside, it's a cool looking logo. But yeah, like John said, if he's smashing the hockey stick, maybe do one of them has like the butt end.
I also think there's some value in maybe researching some of these things that are being utilized to find out what the cultural significance is before doctoring them up with other elements. That listen, I for one am not going to pretend to be an expert on food dogs either. But I do think the vibe here that I'm getting is like, hey, let's do some research on the cultural significance of these items or these things before we kind of move along and adapt them with these things. Jason, go ahead, John.
I was gonna say, I had posted a Tenju on my Instagram maybe a couple weeks ago, but I did the research. Like I know what a Tenju is. I'm into anime and stuff like that. So, but you're right. When you're getting into these things, when it's dealing like with the food dog who's a protector and all those things, you have to kind of do your research along with your art.
Yeah, it takes a second to ask, right? So Leon, a food dog, that's Chinese, correct?
Yeah, you see them in Chinese and Japanese culture. They're
okay,
kind of like used to like guard like royalty or.
So maybe just ask a cross section of Chinese folks, what they would think, or how they feel about this. Listen, I certainly don't want to knock folks. It's just everyone makes these like errors in judgment from time to time. This may not even be an error in judgment. I don't know, but I think I'd love to know more about the process it takes to get to the place where you create. All right, so cool. Thanks, Matt, for the submission. Appreciate it. Let's take a look at the next Clinker Joe. So Joe surprised me with Taco Tuesday. I did not think there was any way in hell that was getting through. And I said on this show, I said there was no way that, I don't know if it was this show. It was probably on our Saturday This Week in Cap show where I said that wasn't going to make it. And it made it.
I remember Justin really liked it.
Yeah, he did.
Mhm.
And then you got Poison Darts, right? Poison Darts I thought was super cool. I actually picked that one up. I think Joe does some awesome stuff, but I also think there's some stuff here that I'm just not really into. That needs some work, but let's take a look at what he submitted to Monday Morning Critz. Suede Boots. This has a little bit of a Red Mox feel, right? Section 38 Red Mox feel.
Mhm.
Not quite as strong as that, but Leon, what do you think?
He's close. He's close with this one. There's a lot of small details on this, and then there's also the pending copyright stuff that he's gonna have to combat. But I like the concept. I don't know if it'll get through. He needs to work on the cuffs a little bit of the pants. I think it's a cool concept. I just don't know if they can get past like the trademark and the copyright stuff. But dead ass, it's a cool design.
Yeah. John, what are your thoughts?
Are those supposed to be like pant legs?
Yeah, like the cuffs of your like the end of your pants.
I love. Okay, so you guys know one of my favorite logos is the socks logo.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorites. But why it's my favorite is because it's so simple. And I think when people try to imitate that, they lose that perspective. If this was done in that sense where it was simple, I love how like when you have a nice worn pair of Timbs, the tongues are kind of loose, lose the detail, make them more flowy, so that you can recognize they're Timbs, but they're not outrightly Timbs, maybe. I don't know. Great concept. I think the art needs work. Lose the pants. There's no need to have pants on there. But hey, great concept, Joe. Keep it up.
Thanks. All right, let's move on, guys. Clinker David, Instagram Wandering Bert. This is the first time I think we've shown David's work here on Tuesday Morning Critz. So I'd love to hear from Leon. Leon, what are your thoughts on his work before we kind of unveil his Monday morning submission?
So doing a little bit of research on him, David was an original OG Clinker. So you see the apple there with the apple on thing. Yeah. He's got a lot of like children's books he does illustrations for, but he's got a real cool style. Like a lot of the stuff, it looks like it could be used for like minor league baseball, like the genie breaking the bat, the jailbirds was really interesting. Yeah, he's got a really cool stylized style of art, and I didn't realize who he was until I really did a lot of digging. It's like, oh, he did that hat. Oh, he did that. But yeah, he's definitely an artist to follow.
Yeah, it does look good. All right, well, let's take a look at what he submitted to Monday Morning Critz. Ice screams. So I'll start here. I like this one. I do. I don't like food hats, but I think this is kind of cool. This is different. This looks like something that Clink Room would make.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you look at it, this looks like something that Clink Room would make. Like you look at it like 6-7 years and I'll be like, yeah, it's a Clink Room hat. I can feel it. I like how it connects the brim kind of connects to the waffle cone and the squatchy. I kind of like this one. So I'd love to hear. I'm going to ask two people for their take here. I'm going to ask you, Jason Mead. I know you scream for ice cream all the time. So why don't you tell us what you think here?
I'm a huge ice cream fan. And one of the worst things in the world is to drop your ice cream cone upside down on the ground.
Hell yeah.
It just makes me mad. I make that exact face when that happens. So I know where this concept is coming from.
Well, as long as you're not kicking puppies and stuff, I'm okay.
No, I won't kick puppies. Yeah, I like this. I think the proportion might be a little bit off. I don't know, maybe if the logo's a little bit bigger and it looks, I don't know, kind of slanted a little bit. But positioning aside, I like this logo. I like the strawberry vanilla mix he's got going on there. That's always a classic. Yeah, I like this one a lot. So
Cool.
this one's a good one.
Thanks, Jason. I'm going to ask John your thoughts on this one.
Good to go, man. I like what David does, and this is another one. It goes along with kind of what you were saying, that Clink likes to do kind of off the wall things, and this is kind of off the wall, and if it's what they like. So
I'd like to see it a little bigger, the logo, a little bit bigger.
yeah,
I think
it could use some more size on there.
Yeah.
Maybe tilt the cone a little bit to the side, and you can end up making the ice cream part bigger, I think.
Leon, bonus question for you. Your favorite type of ice cream?
I'm pretty simple. I like vanilla.
What?
Yeah.
Just plain old vanilla?
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to a store and we're buying it, there's a place called Kawartha Dairies, and they have a thing called Moose Tracks, and they got like little.
All right,
like
Moose Tracks
Tracks.
Moose Tracks is different. That's not vanilla.
That's completely different, bro. I was gonna say that's like one of my favorite ice creams. Moose Tracks and baseball, the Baskin Robbins when they have the baseball flavor.
Okay.
So favorite one to buy at a store would be Moose Tracks, but if you're like at like soft serve, they ask you chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. That's what I thought you're asking.
Oh, okay. No, I was asking. I think Moose Tracks is the better answer, Leon. All right, let's move on. Next clinker. Jason V. So Jason V is there's been an awful lot coming from Jason V.
Mm-hmm.
I think Frenchies is fantastic. I'm waiting on my second colorway of Frenchies. There's too much to even dig into here, and I think we're all very clear on his work, right? It was funny. Andre said something. I think it was Andre, right? Said no, it was Deshaun. Said the squirrel biting the Mario bomb. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was funny.
The Mario bullet.
That was funny, yeah. But let's move into Jason's Monday Morning Critz submission. Okay, laddies. It's pretty cool. Jason, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, this is the fourth or fifth dog logo we've seen from Jason V. I think he does great work with these. He's got good perspective and proportion on it. I love the I'm not even sure what kind of hat that's called. Scottish bagpipe player hat. I like that on there.
I wonder if that's what the hat's actually called.
Yeah, I think so. If you Wikipedia that,
that's the official name of it.
Yeah.
Bagpipe hat.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this. I like the colors, how it plays off the logo. This is a winner for me.
Leon, you love the bagpipe and feet and Barbie dolls we've learned over the past week or so. So tell me, laddies, is that your style?
I like it. I almost want him to do a different color hat to kind of make the Scottish Terrier here, I guess, kind of pop off a little bit. Maybe if we went gray, or lighter green, or a darker green. I don't know. Do something so it's not so tonal.
Yeah.
I do like how he made like almost one of the wussiest dogs out there look tough. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, did.
Yeah, Scottish Terrier for the win.
All right, John. What are your thoughts here, John?
Burgundy hat, dude, would have been killer. Burgundy
Okay.
hat, green under, or even I don't know if Casey would do it, but like that plaid under that hat would sell out immediately.
Is plaid available? Anybody know?
I don't know. But
if you order enough, anything's available.
Anything's available.
If you order enough.
But I mean, if he had a plaid under on that and it was on a burgundy hat, he'd probably sell all of them.
The interesting thing, you're kind of hamstrung with that because you can't ever guarantee you're going to be able to buy enough in this model, so you can't mock it up with a plaid. But yeah, you're right. That plaid would look crazy on this, right?
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like those are the things that those little things. But I think what Leon or what you guys were saying as far as a hat color, if he went with a burgundy, I think that would kind of tie it, because the burgundy, with the plaid and all that would kind of tie it all in together.
Yeah, that's a great piece of feedback. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to introduce this. So all right, so we've all in grade school picked kickball teams, right?
I never have.
Okay. So
I was always the last one picked.
Oh,
well, that's you get to turn that around today, Jason. Mead.
yeah.
Okay.
So now
I picked
remember,
that
sometimes the last kid picked on the kickball team still found a way to contribute and win. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pick a kickball team, and the two players are Leon and Jason Mead, and then John and I are gonna pick our favorite kickball team of the two that you've selected.
Okay.
So let's go. Let's do this. So who's got the first pick? Jason Mead, you've got the first pick.
Oh, so I'm picking my kickball team out of these players.
These
huh?
10, yeah, you got 10. You guys are each gonna have a team of 5, so you're gonna have to. There's gonna be one person in the outfield, I guess, or something. But either way, let's do it.
Well then, my first pick, I gotta go with Wrath Kings.
Ooh, look at that! Just slide in there. It's pretty cool.
Need for speed.
That's right,
All right.
Leon. Your
speed.
first pick, second overall.
I think I'm gonna go with the strongest overall logo. We gotta go with our homie Brad. Ray soon. Let's get the Yetis.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cultural significance aside, I like the aesthetics of this logo. So I'm gonna go with the Ice Devil Dogs.
Okay. Leon, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the same kind of theme that Jason went. We're gonna put the cultural stuff aside. When you're looking looks, this is a great looking logo. So I'm gonna get Seahawks, Daruma Samurai.
Park League.
All right. Mead, you're up next, buddy.
I'm down to a few here.
You're down to 6 to be exact.
Right. Let's go with Laddies.
Okay.
Laddies.
That's a solid
right.
pick. That's
You
where
want-
I went.
You went with a tried and true.
I did. I'm a big fan of Jason D, so let's keep going with that.
Leon's a little mad.
Yeah, that was my pick. I'm gonna go. Let's go with the wheat and green swarm from Clinker J.
Ooh, okay. That's a good pick too.
Oh, now we're getting down.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I think I know where you're going, Jason.
I think there's really one super solid one left. I go with Ice Creams. Clinker David. I think that one's a sleeper right there.
All right,
All
now
right.
it's getting hairy. All right, so I'm gonna pick the next pick, hoping that they can give me the mitten pattern under from hand knitted mittens from Bernie with the mask. Let's go. Let's take it. If they can
You
do
went
the
with
mitten
you
pattern,
went with dude. You went with the Bernies.
yo, the Bernies, man, he's everywhere.
Actually, if you take his glasses and a mask, and then you could get that mitten pattern under,
Oh, it'd be a hat.
that would be a hat right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy. So my last pick, Joe, I love your work. I love your ideas. There's just that art needs a little more work. So I'm going to go with the Paisley Ballers.
Oh. Leon.
Yeah, I got the ass kicking shoes now.
Okay. You do.
Let's go, Clinker Joe.
Leon, you're going to be the kid on the kickball field playing with the Tims.
Heel toe, you know how far that ball will go?
If you don't pop it.
If you get your foot off the fucking ground.
The ball will pop.
All
right.
right, like he's cheating.
All right, John, who do you got? Who do you think's got the better team?
You know what? I'm going with Mead. Mead for speed.
As much as it pains me, right, to say
Right.
this,
Yeah.
it pains me to say this. Fucking Jason Mead.
I know.
he somehow pulled this shit out. I don't know what. It was just.
Because I'm a draft wizard.
No,
We
you
all
don't. No, you're
The
not.
Bernie pick. It's
No,
the
you're
Bernie
not.
pick.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not. No, the ice creams is I think what set it apart. So like that's a turning point. Because
you had two solid picks on yours for sure.
Once you hit ice creams, it's downhill from there.
Yeah.
I mean, Leon, you had two solid picks, but Mead had like three solid picks. So it's like,
yeah, he got the advantage.
Listen,
He
we're
got to go
wrong.
first.
We're wrong sometimes.
Yeah,
you know, we are wrong sometimes. Paisley Ballers and Suede Boots could very well be there. We're wrong sometimes. This is just our take on it. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I would have probably picked in a very similar order than you guys did. The only difference would be, I don't know. I probably number one would have went Yeti.
Yeah.
Then
I like the logo better. It's just the colors are throwing me off.
I know. I would have went Yeti first. I'm different than you guys in this spot. I would have went ice creams second. Then I would have went Wrath Kings. Then I would have went Swarm. Then I would have went Ice Devil Dogs.
I think I let Laddies on the board too long. That's a sleeper pick right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, this was fun, guys. John, thanks again for joining us. It's always a pleasure. You're a gentleman, an artist, and a scholar. Leon, as always, thanks for putting this together. Jason Mead, thanks for finally winning a draft.
I'm going to be riding high on this victory all day long.
I can already feel it, which is why I didn't want to pick you. So,
yeah,
Leon, why don't you do us a favor, man? Take us away.
All right, let us know which are your favorites from Monday Morning Critz in the comments. Until then, make sure you guys like, rate, review, subscribe. We will be back with more exclusive content. We have a lot of videos planned later on in the week, so stay fitted. We'll catch you guys soon.
All right. See you, everybody.